Hey, this is Lorena and I wanted to do a video for you. Today was supposed to be a long-arm quilting work day. But it ended up being I picked the wrong color of thread on a quilt, and I honestly picked the wrong design. I don't know, I'm a little bit off. I don't know if it's, all the stuff that's going on in this world, that I'm not in game today. I'm off balance. But, I'm gonna share with you how I fixed it and how it came out. So come with me. It's a work day, fixed day, quilting, long arm. I didn't know if I should pick a dark thread or a light thread. And so I was stumped on threads. So initially, this quilt has a lot of teal in it, so I thought a beautiful teal king tut thread that's variegated would go lovely with it. But wow, I was off. Usually I'm real good about picking color for quilts. I'm really, I know what I'm doing, but I don't know. Is it what's going on in the world? It's just, I don't know. As it started quilting, I didn't like it. And then the design I picked on it, I thought it would be a cute design because it had animals in a forest. So I thought leaves would look really cute all over. Then as it quilted, I even bought the pattern. I didn't like it. And I think I picked the wrong color. I think it's too busy. Look at how it looks. So I'm gonna sit for like an hour or two unstitching this because I personally don't think my client will like it. It just didn't go. So it's one of those days where the thread color selection was what? And the design selection was, what's wrong with you? And I was gonna let it go and quilt a whole row and then decide, and I'm so glad that I let it quilt half of a row and stopped it and then sat down and decided to unstitch it. Ugh. One of the things I do when I'm doing this is I make sure that I do not touch the quilt fabric at all. I'll literally make sure that the seam ripper is facing down towards the batting and I'm only ripping, or the blade is only touching the thread. That is the best way to know that you're not going to puncture holes on the top or puncture holes on the back fabric. And let me just say this, the more patient you are about this process, the better you will do. There's two tools that I use. One is a seam ripper from Tooltron, and another one it's these nippers that I love. Just know that when you do this, you're gonna have thread everywhere, and you're gonna need a roller to pull that thread off. After you remove all the thread from within the fibers of the back fabric or your quilt top, because you're gonna do this on both, you're gonna see needle punctures all over your fabric. To fix that, it's starch. Any type of starch will work, but soak the living daylights out of that fabric, because this is the key of removing any imprinting from the quilting that you did before. Then you get your iron, make sure it's on the highest heat and on steam, and you start ironing it on one side. Once you iron it on that one side, flip the fabric and iron it on the opposite side. That's the key, okay? That will contract that fiber, the needle punctures will disappear, and it will literally shrink in that fiber within itself as if you never even quilted it ever. Because of this, I've learned a huge lesson. If your quilt has more lighter fabrics, go for a lighter thread. If it's more than 75% lighter fabrics, so I chose this thread, this became too much on the lighter fabric. It overpowered it almost, and it looked obnoxious. It looked bad. If you have 75% darker fabrics, use a darker thread. That's a huge lesson I learned in all this. Even though it took me 3 hours to unstitch it, and when I re-quilted it, oh my god, I made the right decision. It looks beautiful. The blocks of the animals looks, you could see the animals, the thread's not overpowering it. The quilting looks really pretty on it. And I'm happy. I'm really, really good at this. I really am. See you on the next one, okay? Bye.